Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke radio show on Hotline, and we've got a fantastic interview for you today. The show is about conversations that matter, transforming lives one story at a time, and we definitely have a woman who is transforming lives in her community in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I would like you to meet Chipo Shambare. She is what is known as the Going Deeper mentor and coach. She's a retired nurse, a midwife. She is a relationship and healing facilitator, a medicine woman using energy and spiritual medicine's wisdom, and she's experienced in caring professional, working as a professional speaker, a trainer, and an integrative relationship coach. So what she does is she helps people who are ready to take their life back and have better relationships with their body, mind, emotions, soul, and spirit. How are you doing today, Chipo?
I am doing very well, thank you, Nikki. And thanks for having me on your show.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time today. So I'm really, really interested to know how you came into becoming the Going Deeper mentor and coach. How did that happen?
Well,
what's your background?
Looking at my background, I was born in Zimbabwe during apartheid. For those people that same area as I am, they understand what that was. There was, segregation, and there's a lot of things going on in my life, and I really never felt good, and I always kept a lot of things inside, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And everything became what I call a cream of soup. And I got very conflicted inside. I get, all kinds of emotions that I didn't want, and I thought, something, and I actually got physically sick.
Right.
And as a nurse, the medicine that I was getting didn't help, and I thought there has to be something else. So from that's what got me started looking at myself and seeing what could be causing the problems that I had. And sure enough, it was all the bottled up stuff that I had kept inside.
Emotions.
Yes, a lot of emotions. Like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly, they were all together in one pot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I had to start taking those, dealing with those, and releasing them and processing them. And you know what? I feel a lot better than I ever did. No more those physical pains I had. Actually, at one point, when I lived up north, they evacuated me and took me to the hospital in Edmonton, where the doctor said, well, we can't find anything wrong with you. We have to operate your brain and see if there's anything there. That's when I woke up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Saying, well, if you can't find anything, how are you going to find anything when you open me up? Then I started to realize that there is something deeper than that, than the medicine could help me with.
Okay, so you decided to take a natural approach to your health.
That's correct, because my grandmother was a healer and a shaman. She was a medicine woman, so I knew, about natural therapies. So I decided, I'm going to go my traditional route and see what happens. And sure enough, a lot of the problems I had disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As soon as you made that connection, you knew that there was something beyond what the traditional medicine was going to offer you, so you wanted to go back to basics.
Right, go back to basics, go back to my own spirituality, look at what is there. I think at the same time that's where I discovered, what I would call my God, my creator, to say, okay, there's something bigger than me that's playing here, that's trying to wake me up.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that's when I started to really open up to a lot of other things, and I'm glad I did.
Absolutely, because you wouldn't be who you are without that journey that you had to go through, right?
Exactly. I think I wouldn't be, maybe even not, I wouldn't be here. If I was here, probably I would be in some institution somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah. So
you you've come a long way, and you've taken this now, this wisdom, and you're able to impart it with people who come into your life, and you share with them ways to heal themselves.
Yes, I think we all have that. I'm not saying we don't need, medicine. We don't need allopathic medicine. We don't need doctors or anything. I'm not saying that. I am one person that tells my clients, go see your doctor first. Do something first. But at the same time, we need to take some personal responsibility for our own health, for our own well-being, because we live with ourselves 24/7, 365 days a year. Our doctor sees us for a very, very, very short time. Who is in charge?
Absolutely. Well, yeah. the thing that I noticed, too, with my own health, I notice whenever I am nervous or when there's stress, there's a definite connection with my body. So when I'm feeling the physical triggers, I have to ask myself, okay, why is my stomach in a knot? Why do I have a headache?
Yes.
And then it usually leads back to an emotion.
Yes. Yeah, you're right on. Yeah. And then, discovering what that emotion is, and how can you deal with it. I say these parts of our bodies, be it the stomach, like mine was my head. I was getting headaches and stomach problems that sometimes I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. No matter how much painkillers I took, it never helped me. But what I started to do is to connect with that part that's giving me the message, that's knocking on my door, talking to it. It sounds weird for some people, but honestly, they want to talk to us. They're knocking on our door and say, please let me out. Because we are holding these emotions, hostage. And I think it's time for us to release them. Let them be free, because they want to be free just as much as we want to be free.
Interesting. That's a really interesting connection. So tell me about the people who come to see you. What are some of the things that they're looking for? And then how do you help them unlock and release?
Well, so the track that I use, I have a 3-track philosophy that I use and focus on self-discovery. Some might come with relationships saying, hey, people, always say, well, my life sucks, or my relationship, something to that something is not working. Or they might come with, say, backache. They're not feeling well. They've tried everything. Nothing has helped them. Or they might say, you know what, I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know who I am. So from that, if, say, it's a relationship, then I start to find out, first of all, what kind of relationship do I have with myself? Because in law of attraction, it says like attracts like. So if I have a relationship with myself that really is not very good, that I don't like my body, I don't like the way I talk, I don't like my hair, I don't like whatever, well, guess what? I'm going to attract somebody like that or people like that into my life. So we start exploring that, what's going on, what is it that, why are they attracting what they're attracting in that relationship? Or the person might have been really good at the beginning, and then maybe they start to be, the relationship becomes unhealthy. Whatever reason it is. So it's always a good thing to look at the self.
Okay.
Am I being unhealthy with myself? How am I doing that?
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense. So, whatever energy you're giving out is what you're going to receive.
That's right. Yeah, because we attract what we are giving out. Because honestly, we are energy beings. And you walk into a room sometimes, you can feel where you want to go. You don't get attracted to the whole group that's there. You are attracted to one or two people that you go and gravitate to. So because you've seen something, your energy field has seen something, your soul has seen something and saying, okay, today we are going to talk to Nikki. She's there. Okay, I like her because our energy has connected. Mm-hmm. So that's what we have to think. We can't just get stuck on the physicality. Yes, we are. This is a vehicle that we have, this body, but there is more than that.
Mm-hmm. Because we carry a soul and a spirit.
That's right. That's right. So that's what really is driving the bus. Mm-hmm. So the more we start to listen to that, and that's what I pray and I say, help me to hear what their soul is saying. Help me to hear what their spirit wants. Not necessarily what their words are telling me or what their mind thinks. Let's go deeper than that. Okay. Because that's who we are. We are deeper than, deeper than this physical body that we have, deeper than our thoughts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, how has your life been transformed by, this passion work that you're involved in? How have you been changed?
How is my life changed?
Yes.
Transformed, oh my goodness. Well, now I feel like I'm a somebody. When I was growing up during those days of apartheid back home, my birth country, I felt like I was a nobody. I didn't count. I was like second or third class citizen. I wasn't enough. I wasn't good enough. But now I feel like, yes, I am a somebody. I can take my head out of the sand and look up and walk tall and be myself. I'm feeling good enough. I actually wrote a book called I'm Good Enough for Me. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't feel I was good enough for anybody. But I realized if I'm not good enough for anybody, that means I'm not good enough for me. Therefore, and this book actually wrote itself. And from there, I just feel that's what I came to do, to learn to be good enough for me in the first place. Then I can be good enough for other people.
Beautiful. I have to think about people that I talk to who are looking for love, and they are looking. They have a laundry list for their partner. So some lists are really lengthy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to look like this. He's got to act like this, and vice versa. She's got to be this, and I say to them, well, what do you have to offer? And they look at me like I have two heads. I said, well, are
yes.
you able to offer the same thing that you're looking for?
Yes, yeah.
And they look down and they have to really think.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You are quite right, yeah. The one metaphor I use, I say, okay, so it's Christmas Day, whatever celebration you have, your birthday. I bring you two packages. One package is just stuff is thrown in a box, and the other the other package is nicely wrapped, tied nicely. There's a bow and everything. Which package are you going to pick? Mm-hmm. And they want to pick the nicely wrapped one,
course.
Right?
Yeah.
And I go, well, is that the one that you are showing people? That you are that? Or are you the other one that just gotten thrown in a box? Mm-hmm. And people start to think, oh, my gosh, yeah. I said, well, again, we've seen the movie The Secret, It's about attracting things we want, but we have to be that. We have to put that out. When sometimes I see those lists you're talking about, people will have a list of what they don't want. I don't want this, I don't want that. I said, well, this is your prayer.
Yeah.
You're putting a prayer out like for your don't wants. What if you write your wants, you write your dislike, your likes, and you write your requirements? This is one thing I go by about the requirements. What are your requirements when you're looking for somebody? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And for me, requirements is the deal breaker.
Yeah.
So most of the time people don't have those. I said, well, how are you going to know that, this person is the right one? Say, for example, I have 3 or 4 kids. I meet somebody, I'm single, but I have these kids, and I meet somebody, and I tell him I have 4 kids, and he goes, oh, my God, how do you manage with 4 kids? I couldn't last a day with 4 kids. Well, in my mind, it's my requirement. They have to like kids. And if I hear that statement, I'll say, oh, that's not him.
Mm-hmm.
Or people with pets, you meet somebody and they go, oh, I have 4 dogs at home. And I don't, live with dogs. I don't feel dogs need to live in an apartment. I wouldn't want to go out with that person because I wouldn't be comfortable around his dogs, and I'm sure you wouldn't be comfortable with me saying things that, I think this is not nice to have dogs in an apartment.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there are a number of things that are, I would say stressing people, and sometimes it's important to have a reality check about what is important and what is priority.
Yes.
And in a world where we're pushed to focus on self and focus on things that not necessarily are helping us in the long run, it's important to have someone like yourself and other leaders on a spiritual level to redirect people to unlocking and connecting back to spirituality.
Right.
So I think it's a wonderful thing that the path chose you. I'm sure you didn't wake up knowing what the path was, but it chose you, and your destiny has been one where it's been really a blessing for many people. So how
it's been a blessing for me too, because I've one of the tracks that I have is health and wellness and healing and spirituality, and really to see those 3 things together and not leaving one behind has helped me heal my own physical body, heal my own emotional body, my own spirituality and relationships. And I can say, it's been a good thing. Sometimes not a very easy road, but it's been very good and very transforming. And people I work with, I hope, from what I hear from people, that it has helped them change their lives.
Excellent.
So
well, it's been a pleasure listening to you, and I really look forward to meeting you soon in Ottawa, September 20th. So if anyone here is listening and you want to visit, come and meet Chipo live at the Nikki Clarke Show, please come out and do that. The show starts at 5 o'clock to about 8, and it's going to be at the Heart and Crown on, I believe it's Clarence Street in the Bay Market, which is a beautiful location. So come down and meet Chipo Shambare and connect with all the good things that she has to offer. And how can people reach you? Do you have a website or an email address or phone number?
Yeah, I have a website. It's my name, Chipo Shambare, .com or healingbridge.ca. Or I'm on Facebook quite often now. I've decided, a couple of weeks ago, I decided to do Facebook Live.
Nice.
And
That's a great idea.
And I'm just talking about anything and everything. So it's pretty. I was very scared of it, Nick. I don't know how you do this, but I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? But you know what? I found that it's easy. It's not that scary as my thoughts told me. So people can find me there. They can also find me on my phone. It's 613-699-0288.
Excellent. And you know what? Facebook is a wonderful tool to connect with people just at the fingertips of their laptop, if you know how to use it wisely. And you know you're a wise woman. So with wisdom, you'll know how to work with Facebook.
Yeah. Well, I think it's learning like everything, right? We have to learn things and know, how much time do I spend on Facebook? What do I do when I'm there?
Yeah. What are you trying to, what images what messages are you trying to send.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it all have to be very thought out. So true.
It's a good place to connect with people. I mean, I've met people that I had lost contact with many, many years ago, and now we are back in contact, which is always very nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's been an inspirational moment, time speaking with you, and I really appreciate what you've been offering. So I look forward to meeting you soon in Ottawa, and I thank you very much for your time. You've been listening to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show with our very special guest, Chipo Shambare. She is a fantastic woman, and you have to come down and meet her face-to-face September 20th, the Nikki Clarke Show Live, 5 o'clock at the Heart and Crown, and also connect with her on social media. She's on Facebook, and she has a website, so please connect with her and restore your spirit with Chipo. All right. So you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.
You too. Thank you, Nikki. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
It's a pleasure. Anytime.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Yeah. Bye-bye.